Hello and welcome to this video on UDK scripting for newbies. This is video 7 and this is setting up categories. And you may be wondering, what's a category? Well, we can see what a category is just by going here. We're going to select our note or my note that we had before. Click on this. And these are the properties now. All of these are categories: my note, note, movement, display, attachment, collision, physics, advanced, debug, object, and so on. The default category, which is this one here for my note, the default category is named after the .uc program itself. Like, for example, as you recall, that's what we named our program. Our program was named my note. So right down here, my note. So the default category for that is my note. But supposing we wanted to make up our own categories and then put variables in these different categories, the question is, how would we do that? Well, let me close this out, and then what we'll do is we'll go into our system. We don't want to save that, and find that there it is, my note, and I'm going to simply open my note. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a category for the string. And I'm just going to put my string here. Okay. And then what I can do is I can put another string variable there. All I have to do is change the identifier. I'm going to do a Control-C to copy that. And then I'm going to press the Enter key, do a Control-V to paste it. I just need to change the variable identifier right there. So I have my string and my string1 are going to be in the new category called my string here. And I'm going to put here for integers only. And I'll do the same thing here. I'll put, say, for integers only. I could actually mix them up if I wanted to. I'm doing a Control-C, and I'm going to do a Control-V, and I'm going to put, this would be integer 1. Okay, right here. Just as long as this identifier here is different from the other identifier. And then what I can do here, I can put the extra stuff right in here. And I'll put extra stuff here so that the float and the boolean will be in the same category. So obviously I'm going to come here and save this, and then I'm going to fire up the UDK editor, and it should come up and say your scripts are outdated. Would you like to rebuild? I put yes. Bring this over, fingers crossed, no errors, and hooray, we did it. Okay, now I'm going to fire it up again and see if I actually created these categories, if the categories are really there. Okay, all right, so it's doing its thing now, and there we are. Okay, and I'm just going to close this guy out here, come in here into uncategorize. Come to note, come to my note right here. Let's bring this dude over so we can see what I'm doing. And then I'll right click here and then add my note here. And there's my note. I'm going to click on it. And I put F4. And there's my categories. Whoops. What did I do here? Oh, wait, I got the wrong thing. I got the wrong thing right here. This is the one I want. This is the note. I'm sorry. Let's try it again. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There's my categories. And let me bring this over and see if this makes sense now to what we did. Let me make sure I'm in the window so you can see it. Okay, there's my window. And then let me bring this guy over here. And notice that we did my strings here, my strings here. And here we have my strings here. And we should have two strings. Okay, so let's see if we do. Bring this out of the way. Open it up, what we do, we have string and then string 1. And we can put stuff in each of these strings right here. Okay, just like that. So does that make sense from what we've done? Yeah. And then we have for integers only, there should be two integers there. And there they are for integers only. Open it up, and there's my two integers. All I can put in there is whole numbers. Okay. Now here's extra stuff. And if we come in here for extra stuff, we see that we should have a float right here, and we should have a boolean in extra stuff. Okay, so let's put this out of the way and see if we do. And there it is. There's a boolean, either true, now it's false. And then for here, I can put in a floating point number, 45.9, say, like that. And that's it. So what I've learned here, I've learned how to put in categories. Now you might say, well, that's pretty cool. Is that the only thing I can do? Well, actually, no. You can put in a subcategory as well. Like, for example, let me do this. I'm going to come here and put a comma and just put secret stuff. And of course, what I'm going to do here now is save this. And then I'm going to come here, and I'm going to close this, and I don't want to save it. And let's go ahead and fire up UDK. Make sure that, yes, I want to redo it. I want to see what that does. And hooray, it worked. And let me open this guy here so I can see what we did. What we did is I added a comma, and then I put secret stuff right here under my string here. So let's see what that does for the categories. Okay, I'm going to open up UDK again, and it's doing its thing. And I got to make sure it stays in the window. Okay, so let me kill this guy here, and let me get my content browser. And there he is, right here. Put him in the window, and go to the actor class. Come down here and categorize. The note and my note, and then make sure I stay in the window, and then I right click on here to add my note here, and there's my note, make sure I'm on it, and then do an F4, which is right here. Okay, now do you see there's my string here, there's secret stuff right here, which is a subcategory of this one. So let's see if I can find my original code here and see if that makes sense. Here's what I did. I put this line right here, and what I got was this, my string here, okay, then there's my string 1, okay, and then I'm sorry, my string here, there's string, the first string, and secret stuff goes right here. So I can have as many subcategories as I wish within my major categories, and that's a very excellent way of sorting the information that I might need for different items that I would create in the UDK3 development system. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.